It's time to stop playing small. Your soul is asking you to rise. This message came through so strong this morning in my meditation. My guides were actually, it's come through in the last 2 days, really strong. I was out on a hike yesterday and it came through again, or it came through for the first time and then this morning, the second time. So, Spirit is asking, they're being very urgent right now that we need to start remembering who we truly are, our divine selves. And right now, the world is more divided than we've ever experienced before. The polarization is like literally, we're going on two separate timelines. We're going on the 5D timeline and the 3D timeline. It's very apparent right now. And so, Spirit is asking us, like, with this division that we're currently in the middle of, we ultimately get to have the choice. Um, because the energy is going to intensify. So we get to choose, do we want to spiral up or do we want to spiral down? What does that mean? So the spiral down is going into fear, limitation, like anchoring into the 3D density that we've all been programmed into. Spiraling up, I couldn't say that word. Spiraling up is it's remembering who we are, the essence of us. Remembering love, the truth. I choose personally to spiral up. Even when my inner critic is like, no, it's telling me otherwise, I'm still choosing to spiral up. Even when fear tries to convince me otherwise and tries to keep me small, I choose to spiral up. Because the truth is, we are limitless. I got to experience this firsthand in my NDE. And I see how every single one of us are here for a sole purpose. And we are limitless when we can unanchor, unhook from the 3D reality that we have all been programmed. We are powerful beings, and we all have a soul assignment on us right now. So we're being asked right now to start living it, to choose to live it. Hi, I'm Emily Cady. I'm an intuitive life strategist, and I help awaken people who have been stuck in the old 3D patterns to remember who they are, reclaim their clarity, and embody their truth so that they can live out their soul assignment. So, one thing that stays with me every day is how when I had my near death experience, or excuse me, this is actually before my near death experience. My whole life, I've had this remembrance of living a life. Hi, Chantel. It's so good to see you here. Thanks for joining me. Having my whole life remembering in my last life that I didn't fulfill my soul assignment and regretting it and seeing how easy it would have been for me to have fulfilled it, but it was going against the grain. And so this life, I have made a commitment to myself to live out my assignment because I don't want to die not living it. And so this message is in alignment with that. It is Spirit is coming in and saying it's right now is the time to really truly step into your truth. And that inner critic, that voice in your head, that is, that voice, we all have it, that is saying, you're not ready, you're not good enough, you're not capable, whatever it is that voice is saying, that's not your truth. That voice is trying to keep you small. It's conditioning that you've been conditioned with in this life, in past lives. Your ancestors have been conditioned with, and it's a bleed through of the conditioning that has come down. Some of that conditioning that you have, not some of it, all of it is not yours. It's not yours. It's not your truth. And so if we can understand what our truth is, we can unapologetically step into our purpose, step into why we came here. That the 3D world is wanting to keep us in survival. That conditioning is wanting to keep us confined and in survival mode. But we're not here to survive, you guys. We're not. We're here for a purpose. And right now, as frustrating and challenging and hard as it is, Our souls chose to come here for this time. We have a huge assignment on our souls right now, and it's time to step up. Step out of survival, step out of the comfort zone, and remember that you are a divine being here to make a difference in your life. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're here to do spiritual work. That's not what I'm saying. You may have a job you love or a family you love, and your job is to learn how to become whole for yourself so that you can change the trajectory of your own family, your community, whatever it may be. What Spirit is saying right now is stop silencing your voice. Stop letting that inner critic lead you, because that inner critic is stopping you from really stepping into your truth. So every time you choose courage over comfort, you actually are starting to spiral up. You're changing timelines. Every time you choose to speak truth instead of shrinking back and holding back. Okay, I'm totally guilty of this. I'm a people pleaser, and speaking my truth is not the easiest thing. I'm an empath. I feel their pain. I can foresee what their pain's going to be before I speak my truth. So I hold back. But that's not my truth. And I'm actually disempowering myself and the other person by not speaking my truth. So by speaking our truth, even though we can do it in a loving way, but when we speak our truth in a way that is not to harm somebody, to speak truth that you're not being shrunken into or not shrinking down, this spirals you up. So each time you do this, you shift timelines. If we stay in the comfort of staying with the not speaking our truth or not, having the courage to do what we know we're meant to do, we're staying on the same timeline. Stay on the same timeline. We're not moving, and we want to pop up. We want to go to the next timeline. You're going to have to get out of your comfort zone so you can pop up and get on that timeline. And when you shift that timeline, you shift up. You are now not only changing it for yourself, but your lineage, your kids, your ancestors, your grandkids, your community, the collective. Did you know when you go up, when you raise your vibration, it's not just for you, it's actually planet-wise, you have an impact. It's so powerful. So choosing your truth, that frequency is helping the collective in this polarizing time that we're currently in, you guys. Very, very, very powerful. If we wait for fear to go before we act, or if we wait to have some sort of evidence that we're supposed to go on this path, we're supposed to do X, Y, and Z. We know it in here. We can feel it in our heart. We can feel it in every fiber of our being. But we feel like we need some external validation. We need some sign or something. And when we wait, we're waiting for that fear to dissolve. We're waiting for the confidence, whatever that may be, for us to take action. We're never going to get out of alignment or get into alignment. We will stay in that lower vibration timeline. So the moment you say yes to your light, yes to your truth, yes to your essence, the universe actually will start to move with you. And I get this. This is the hardest thing because it goes against every single grain of what we know, the fiber of our beings. We have been programmed to work hard, to not speak our truth, to be in survival. And what we know we have to go against to be able to step into our truth. And it takes courage. It takes a crazy amount of courage. But confidence doesn't come without that courage. You have to do it to become confident. And when you do it, that's when you start to see the results. It's like if you could take yourself back to being 16 and learning how to drive again, and this fear, the white knuckling the steering wheel as you're driving, not knowing what you're doing. And now today you can do it in a subconscious mindset, and you don't even know how you got from point A to B because it's second nature. Same thing. It's taking those steps, those micro steps towards something that you know you're meant to do. And it's scary, but the more you do it, the easier it gets for you. So, right now is the time to step into the work that you're meant to do. This is the message that Spirit came through with today. It's not someday, it's not later, it's now. Like literally they came through with such a strong message of the time is up. Guys, time is up. We need you to wake up. So the truth is that each of us carries our own divine DNA within us. It's the essence of who we are, our soul, the code of our original light. We all have it. And you don't have to earn it. You don't have to chase it. You don't have to wait. It's already there. It's waiting for you to remember. You can't create from like lack. You can't activate this divine DNA from not believing. It comes from a vibration of knowing and trusting and feeling it. When I go deep into meditation, I can feel it. I can feel it activating in my cells and holding that frequency throughout the day. We aren't here to lack, but knowing that lack is preventing us from really fully stepping into our purpose. And I also want to go through the 5D. So we are anchored into the 3D when we're in lack and fear. But the 5D, it's not a destination. It's a remembrance of who you've always been. And connecting with that. And once you do that, good or bad, you don't get influenced by it. It is what it is. And you're okay, what am I here to learn from this? Learn, move on. We ultimately have a choice to make here, to embody our truth, to live out our soul's purpose. And when we do that, the universe reflects back to us the truth of who we are. If we choose to stay in comfort and not have the courage to step into our truth, the universe is going to reflect that back to us. Whatever we put out there, the universe brings back to us. So the world is going through a division, a major one. There's a lack or there's abundance. And ultimately, we've been programmed into the lack. And if you want to go to the abundance, it does take some courage, but it's there for you. And the moment you start to go into that courage and you step into your 5D self, you start to feel ease, peace, and joy. You're not impacted on the same level as if you're stayed anchored into the 3D consciousness. That is all about fear and pulling you down and keeping you heavy. I hope this message is helpful for you today. It was one that came through so strong for me. I felt really led to share it with you guys today. If you like this message, please like this video, subscribe to my channel if you want some more downloads, insights that I am getting from Spirit. I'm sharing them with you because we're all in it together. I'm not doing this alone. I need community. We all need community. We all need each other to support and lift one another up. So I hope that you can take some micro steps, assess your life, assess where you are hooked in or anchored into the 3D, and where you want to get unhooked. Wherever you want to get unhooked, get unhooked. Release yourself and step into that 4D to do some healing, 5D to know who you are and get unhooked from that 3D so you can live your life full of abundance, limitless, and joy. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I'm so grateful for you. And I hope you guys, I do have another meeting or a session with a client at the top of the hour. So I am going to have to go because I got to get ready for my session. But otherwise, I do some readings. So next week, or maybe later this week, if I have some time, I will do some I'll jump on live and do some readings. If that's something you want, please put it in the comments that you would love to have a reading. And I would be happy to come back later in the week and do some live readings for you guys to help get you in alignment with your truth, your essence, and activate your divine DNA. Oh, also, I did put a link in the description if you want a 3-card pull. It's a remote reading. The link is there. And that reading I'm going to do specifically for this, this message of helping you identify what your soul assignment is. So, yeah, put that in there, and I'd love to help you out with that. You guys have a wonderful week. It's Monday.